Peeps, and welcome to episode 16 of the Team Curvy and Healthy blog. So, today we're going to talk about not taking advantage of friendships. And so, I was thinking just about friendships that I've had, friendships that are gone, friendships that are lost. And I was done wrong in a friendship, and I loaned this person money and they didn't give it back. Still haven't given it back. And I told them, like, hey, we made this clear that this was a loan, and that person still has not given me that money back. And more than anything, I'm disappointed. It's not even the money aspect of it, it's just the disappointment in that you knew a friend was hurting. You knew that, they needed this help. You decided to help, and you made an agreement that it would be paid back, and it hasn't. And so for me, more than anything, it's just disappointment because as a person, as a friend, I would have never done that. It's been times in my life where I had to borrow money before. I am not perfect. I can't say that I've never had to borrow money from someone before, before God put me in this place to where I haven't had to. Before when I had to borrow money, I made sure I paid it back. Like, for one thing, it irked my soul to even have to, maybe resort to asking somebody to lend me money, because generally I would be down to my last 2 cents, literally, and would never tell anybody, and no one would ever know, because it's just not in my it's just not in me to ask people for anything like that. So for me to have to even ask somebody, I would never disrespect that friendship, that relationship, by not paying them back. I always tried to make sure I paid them back and paid them back timely. And so I just never thought that someone would take advantage of my friendship like that, somebody I was very close to. And now we don't speak anymore. And I think the last message that me and that person sent to each other, I was like, look, give me my money and let's just be the end of that. And this is October, and that was in January. So I could, do legal proceedings. I could put that person on blast, but is it really worth it? Is it really, that person knows what they did. That person has to live with that. And even if they don't feel bad about it, karma's a motherfucker. And karma will deal with that person more so than I could ever have. So it just makes me think, like, if you have a friendship, if you have somebody that cares about you, if you have somebody that wants to see you do your best and be your best, knows that you're in a hard spot and wants to help you, do right by that person. Make sure that when you get back on your feet or whatever it is, you pay them back. You show them that that friendship mattered. You just don't want to do people wrong. And it goes beyond anything, even monetary, just in general. Make sure that you're supporting the people that supported you. Make sure you're there for the people that were there for you. I know my own personal behavior. It's like, if you need me, I'm there. If you have a new business, you don't have to ask me to purchase something. I'm going to ask you, like, let me get it. How can I help? If you have something, that needs to be promoted, I'm going to share it. I'm going to repost it. That's how I show my support and love. I am horrible at picking up the phone and calling. I am terrible about that. I'll have to remind myself, like, hey, send a message, ask this person how they're doing. But I am absolutely awful at picking up the phone, calling, saying, hey, just calling to check on you. I'm horrible at that. I'm great at physically supporting, monetarily supporting, but as far as in picking up the phone and saying, hey, how you doing? I am terrible. And that is something that I know I need to work on. It's something that I need to improve about myself, but that comes with, introspection. It comes with auditing yourself. Looking at who you are as a person, what energy you give off, and are you doing anything that's toxic? Are you being a toxic person? And I try my best not to be a toxic person or head off any toxic behaviors. I know I've spoken a few videos back about my other toxic behavior of being too blunt and being in my directness coming off as rude or coming off as super critical or saying in a way that you can misconstrue the tone. So those are things that I'm working on. So even as I try to be a good friend to people, I understand that I also have some toxic things that I personally need to work on. But if you know that there's somebody who was there for you, who was a friend to you, that was down for you, make sure you do right by those people. It should never come to the feeling of disappointment that can happen when you don't do right by the people that loved you, that wanted to see you at your best and be your best. And so it's very sad. It can be a very sad situation for the giver, because not only did they lose something physical, more than anything they lost a friendship, because you see that person wasn't who you thought they were. You saw that you placed your trust in the wrong person. Even the people closest to you, or the people that you had the most trust in, you can see that they weren't always out for your best good, or they were so selfish in their own motives that they couldn't see the bigger picture of what the damage they're doing could do, or the damage that their actions could create. So that's just a bit of introspection. Just make sure that you're being a good friend. Don't take advantage of the friendships. Don't take advantage of trust that people have in you, because once it's gone forever. You can try to build trust back. It's hard as hell once it's broken. And like I said, I know I'm not a perfect person. I'm not a perfect friend. But one thing I try not to do is be a liar or cheat or be someone that is dishonest. If anything, you're going to get the honesty out of me, even if you don't like what I have to say. But at least you know that I came to you truthfully and honestly. And so I just would never do anyone like that. I would not take advantage of somebody in that way. And plus, I don't like to owe anybody shit. Like, it's just in my nature to not feel like somebody has something over me that someone can say, you owe me something. It's just not in my nature to feel like I owe anyone anything. The only people I'm probably comfortable with owing money to when I die is Sally Mae. Fuck them. But other than that, everybody else, I gotta make sure that I'm square. So do right by people. Make sure that you don't dishonor the friendship, don't dishonor the love and trust that the people have in you. Be a better friend, be a better person. It's real. Real friendships, real people that care about you, that'll give you the shirt off their back. It's rare. It's rare. And when you know that there's somebody out there for you, and you can say that unequivocally has your back, don't stab a knife in theirs. Okay? So, going to the food. Still no meat in my meal prep. I will say this. I did have some Chick-fil-A, so I can't say that I've been completely, sticking to the vegan lifestyle, because it seems like I'll go no meat during the week, and then on the weekends I'll have a cheat meal that has some type of meat or meat product like real cheese in it. So I did have some Chick-fil-A yesterday. It was okay. It wasn't like the best thing ever, and I think it's because my taste buds are getting away from the taste of it. And so It's not doing it for me anymore. It's like I like the fries more than anything with the Chick-fil-A. Crazy thing is, Sunday night I got really, really sick. So all of that meal prep that I had last week, had to throw it away. I didn't touch it. I ate chicken noodle soup all this week. It's like I got sick in the middle of the night, and then after that, I just couldn't eat. And so that's the most effed up way to lose some weight, because I couldn't eat. I was sick. I was nauseous. And then my sinuses said, like, oh, she's not feeling well. Bam. Let's karate chop her in the nose, nostril parts. And let's give her like a sinus and allergy thing. So I had the roughest week physically. I haven't been sick in years, literally years. And so I attribute that to my healthy lifestyle. But yeah, it came on and whooped my ass last week. I didn't work out for a week. Yesterday, Saturday, was the first time I worked out in a week. And so I feel like I'm back to it. I still have just a little bit of cough from the sinus and allergies. But other than that, I feel good. So now that I feel like I'm back in business, I'm going to turn this shit up. I want to start doing some doubles during the winter time. I want to get back to my weightlifting. I still have this jacked up finger. Hopefully by the end of this week or next week, it should be better so I can stop having the bandage on it. About 6 weeks ago, closed it in the door, and it was horrible. So I was letting that fingernail grow back, all of that stuff, because it was legit fucking awful. But now that I'm feeling better, I'm trying to get my food back on point, get my workouts back on point, because being sick will throw everything out of whack. So what I did is I sauteed some sweet potatoes and the field roast vegan sausage. So that's one little meal, and it's kind of like a protein boost. It's like a workout boost that I can have. I'll probably eat at about 2:30 or 3 before I do my workout. Excuse me. About 2:30 or 3 before I do my workout. So the potatoes will give me the energy I need to do my workout, and then the vegan sausage will give me that protein that will sustain me. So I have this, and then I made vegan chili. And of course, Kroger didn't have any green onion. I've been getting green onion from Kroger every week for a year and a half, and today they're out of green onion, and I have to have green onion in my chili. So sometime today I'm gonna go to a different Kroger and get some green onions, because I have to have it on this chili. But here we go. Vegan chili has 3 different beans in it, so I will be purchasing some Gassics. Just gonna be real with y'all, because it's a lot of beans. It's pinto beans, black beans, and kidney beans. So, and it's also corn, Beyond Meat beef crumble, so it's no meat, no soy. So I did, because I'm trying to stay away from soy, so it's not it's not really good for you. So, and then I also put some of that sausage in there too that I had. So that should get me really good and full off that. And then I also have some vegan cheese, but it's really only good for a week after it's opened, from what it said, because it is vegan. So I did not put it on all of my food, just because I don't know if it's gonna go bad. And if it's only good for about a week and a half and I've had it 7 days, I'm just gonna take it with me, and I'm gonna put it on there every day. But if it look like it's funky, I'm just gonna throw it away. But it's like $5 a bag, so I was like, I'm not gonna just throw it away right now. But yeah, so I have vegan cheese. It's also gluten-free, soy-free, vegan chili with the Beyond Meat beef crumbles, and sausage and sweet potato saute. And then of course I have coffee for the Keurig, because I love coffee in the morning. I think I'm one of those people. But yeah, that is the video for today. I always have to tell y'all to please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And it's the same as my Facebook, Kimberly Rainey. So, So Kimberly Rainey, also Miss Kimmy Kim on Instagram. My website has all of this information that you'll ever need. all of my blogs, all of my posts, all of the links to everything you may need to get to, and it's www.teamcurvyandhealthy.com. So there's that. And I think that is everything. Just make sure y'all don't do no fuck shit. Be good to people. Be good to the friends that you have. And do right by people. You know, karma's going to come back to you one way or another. So try to live right. Try to do right by people. And don't take advantage of a friendship. Don't take advantage of the love that somebody has for you. If somebody did something out of the goodness of their heart, don't make them feel stupid for it. Y'all have a good evening. See you later. Peace.